What a beautiful day, man. Big shout out to my buddy Jay. He hooked me up with a men's meeting. So what we do is that 6:30 in the morning is kind of like a good, starting point. A little bit of breakfast or a little bit of fellowship and just a little bit of, prayer and talking about the Lord. That makes my day. So we're going to go ahead and head up there. I've been doing this every 2 weeks, and this is my second meeting, and I'm pretty pumped about it. Pretty pumped about it because I'm going to tell you, there is something about hanging around where people that, have the same belief system. It's kind of like the motorcycle community. Everybody likes to hang around with bikers, guys that ride bikes. Well, it's kind of like the same thing. I'm going to tell you, this road glide is awesome. Man, I love the road glide. Really, really do, guys. Sometimes people think that they're not affordable, but you can find good deals. This is a 96 cubic inch. This is a 2009. And this bike is awesome. I got it for a good deal.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Nothing fun about the highway. I'm going to tell you, last week that I came here, I actually came here in the Road King, and I was kind of like rushing. Because, I don't know, I was running late or something, if I remember correctly. And I got the Road King, I pushed it out, and I was like, I want to get my windshield. And I didn't. I did not get the windshield, mainly because, like I said, I was rushing. And wow. It's such a difference. If you look at the Road Glide compared to the Road King, obviously having all this massive frame that I have right here, it makes a difference. And you just saw me here in the highway, and I mean, it was just very, very stable. I had two 18-wheelers next to me, and you can see heavily a lot of traffic, and it was just a very stable bike. I mean, like I said, 96 cubic inch. I mean, I was going pretty decent speed. It was going just fine to me, really just fine to me. So again, this bike is meant for like really, really crushing miles, if you want to put it that way. All right, my friends, let me hit this place. I get you when I come out. Trying to keep it in place. Look. Look at this beautiful day. I'm going to tell you, I had a blast. There is something about getting together, like I said at the beginning of this video, with a bunch of guys that believe the same thing. And one of my favorite things ever is the men's meeting because, let's face it, guys, it's typically a few guys, it's typically a few believers, and you could get together, you could talk about it, and you talk about issues that are related to men. And to me, that is amazing. So if you're not in a men meeting, I encourage you to do it. Like I said, big shout out to my buddy Jay. I appreciate him inviting me. And this is something that I do every other week. So it was really fantastic. Really, very fantastic. Hopefully the audio is coming up good with this. I just set up my helmet again. and I'm not really even sure if it works or not. Hopefully it does. Hopefully the picture and everything here is working good, because I'm going to tell you, just put this on my helmet and I started recording. I mean, I can see my GoPro recording, so let's do this. What a gorgeous day, man. Just beautiful. We could be friendly. I'm gonna take this road right here so I can take you as one. Look at this. I'm gonna tell you, this bike is so nimble. I was actually very, very surprised. If you have never rode a road glide in your life, I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the best bikes out there. I mean, I love it. I really, really do love it. And what I like about it, at least mine, is that it's so nimble. So the first time you look at a road glide, the first thing that is going to come to you is that this bike is heavy, big, maybe too much. And it's the kind of bike that screams, you know, highway. And you guys saw me in the highway early this morning. And no doubt about that. All those things are true, right? This bike did so well in the highway this morning. It was just very stable, very planted. I mean, no issues at all compared to my road glide, right? So, or compared to my Road King. And again, there's a lot of complaining sometimes. People say, well, the suspension is not the best. There's always going to be something in the market that is going to make it better, right? So when you hear people saying, well, you know, you got to change the suspension on a road glide. Yeah, I guess so. You know, I guess there is better ones out there. Truly. But, you know, let's face it, guys. We do that because we like to spend money. I have spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on a 2005 Road King. Who would do that, right? Who would? I mean, I have spent probably the same amount of money that I paid for the Road King in accessories. That's just ridiculous. This is a game that you do because you enjoy it, not because you're getting anything out of it. It's just something that you spend money in the motorcycle because you enjoy it and you want to make it better. And it does become better when you put your specific accessories, but you could deal without it. You know, like a new road glide does just fine. Anyways, kind of like walking away from that, you know, that rant in there. This motorcycle may look heavy and all that, but it's not. It is so nimble. I'm going to tell you, this thing moves so well. Really, really well. It's unbelievable how easy it turns. It's unbelievable how easy, you know, you could manage this motorcycle. Do not be intimidated by it. Now, there is a lot that I still got to learn on this bike. I'm not considering myself an experienced rider or anything like that. I really don't. There is a lot that I need to learn on this bike. But I'm going to tell you right now, with proper technique, you could manage this bike just as easy as any other bike out there. Really, really, very, very easy. Look how nice this thing turned. Look at this. I mean, this thing moves so nicely. It really does. It's surprisingly, for a heavy motorcycle, it's really surprisingly. It definitely has to do with this frame mounted setup, right? Like, as you guys know, the Road Glide has all this in front of me is mounted to the frame. So there's nothing in the handlebars, really nothing in the handlebars. That is one of the biggest difference between an electric glide, street glide to a road glide. You know, a road glide frame is mounted to, you know, or the cockpit over here is mounted to the frame. So you're really not feeling much. I mean, the wing is hitting the fairing over here and it's not really translating into the bars or anything like that. People say that it's a little bit weird when you ride it for the first time. I would agree with that. It was a little bit weird, but other than that, you get used to it. You definitely get used to it. You feel like you have a lot of space between you and this over here. You really do feel that way. I'm going to tell you, I'm really happy with my roguelike. I'm a roguelike kind of dude. I really am. This is a 2009. I cannot even imagine what it is to have a 2022. If you guys got a 2022, let me know in the comment section below. Or something with a Milwaukee A or something like that. But I'm going to tell you, you know, having a 2009, this bike is, what, 13 years old? And being so good, so nimble, I can just imagine that a 2022 or maybe, you know, 2017 and above with a Milwaukee A, so much better. What an awesome bike. Really, what an awesome bike. And by the way, I said this and I'm going to say it again. You can find it for a good deal. You really can find it for a good deal. Right? Something going on here. Get out of the way. I'm going to try to go home and do some work. Maybe edit this video and do some other stuff that I got to do. I just recently bought a griddle and I'm pretty excited about it. I want to do some cooking. Look at this. Nice. I've been bragging about the roguelite, so I'm going to say the last thing. Roguelite is sexy. For some of you guys that think it's ugly, I don't know what you're talking about. This thing is sexy. Alright guys, I'll let you go. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. We got a lot more motorcycle vlogs coming up. And as always, God is in control.